Hello, Kindred. How are you this evening?
Woohoo! Lovely.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Quinn. Maki. We're gonna wait. Bear with me.
I am so sorry. I'm gonna have to go handle this.
You gonna be a few minutes?
I'm gonna be a few minutes.
Maeve. How are you this evening?
Very, very sunburnt.
I see that. You know, Kindred shouldn't be out in the sun, right? Tends to be a little lethal.
This was the human version's fuck up. This was the player's fuck up, not a Maeve fuck up.
Oh. We're gonna jump in tonight. I'm gonna start for a couple of minutes with you. We're gonna rewind the clock a little bit. To a little bit before you met up with Maki. Prepping for the race. The solo scenes that we did. What are you doing as you're passing time, waiting for the clock to strike meeting time with the rest of your group?
She probably she probably still fed on Cassie.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But before actually talking to May, before actually leaving and going and seeing Maki, I actually think she'd be walking around the bar, seeing who's out, seeing what she can hear.
I see. And is there anything specific that you're looking for this evening?
Not particular. It's just information, and sometimes secrets are always good trade.
On the burlesque dance floor, or on the burlesque performance floor, rather, you see a few patrons mingling about. It's a kind of a lackluster dance on the stage this evening. Rafe standing behind the bar, as usual, waiting for his next drink order, looking absolutely bored out of his skull. Seraphina has run out on an errand. The music's gentle this evening, but there's still that feeling of peace and serenity within the club itself. Seraphina is very particular about that. You hear a couple of explosions coming from a door behind the bar. But other than that, it's business as usual. Nothing really out of the ordinary, so to speak.
Do the explosions sound like mishaps in the kitchen, or
You're not sure?
something that I should worry about?
You're not sure. You do know they're coming from behind a closed door.
Cool. I think I'm gonna go talk to Wraith then and be like, is everything all right back there?
Rafe looks at you for a moment. Looks confused for a sec. And then a light goes on. Don't worry. She's just experimenting with concoctions again. I'm sure she'll get it eventually.
From what I understand, she usually does.
Yeah. Best just to leave her to her own... I don't know what she gets up to there, but just leave her to her own devices for the moment. Last time someone interrupted her... Well, I mean, I'm still getting scorch marks out of the underside of the bar.
That sounds dangerous.
That's only one incident. The other... Have you ever played Portal?
I've seen it.
We're lucky we managed to close it.
Oh.
She has a habit of experimenting with things she ought not.
Where did she end up opening it to?
Well, see, her workshop is a bit of a pocket dimension, and when you take a portal from the main room and put it into a pocket dimension, that never really ends well. It's like dividing by zero. Not to mention, this is kind of a bubble dimension in and of itself.
So it's like putting it's like putting a universe inside a universe, and that doesn't always work.
Correct. And then you build a tunnel from one universe to the other inside of one of the universes. It's a whole thing. Don't ask me how it works. It confuses the absolute shit out of me.
Wormhole theories, interesting, but also incredibly confusing.
Yeah, things like that tend to give me a headache. That's her domain. Hence the don't really... Just leave her to her own devices. Probably for the best.
Fair.
Was there anything else I could help you with this evening?
No, I was just wondering if anything's been going on, or if there's anyone been asking for me.
Not that I can recall.
Fair. Well, it's always a pleasure, right?
You as well, Maeve. Have yourself a wonderful evening, won't you?
I always do.
Good.
I think she just saunters away, looking around.
Again, it's pretty chill this evening.
If it's really chill, I think she's gonna dig out her phone and actively call, what the fuck did I name him? Marcus. I think she's gonna call Marcus, and check in with him.
He picks up after a couple of rings. A quick conversation. He seems to be fine. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Just really good book at the moment, but
That's it?
that's it.
Cool. Cool. And they already had a deep conversation earlier, so she's probably then just gonna text everyone that she has their number and be like, I'm going to go check in with Maki.
Maki, are you ready?
No, I'm dealing with a child.
Okay. As you're getting ready to head out the door, Maeve, one of the newer acquisitions of the Velvet Pussycat walks up to you. The rest of you would know this individual as Elijah. At least those of you that were around for Elijah's day. Let me see if I can... Do I have a photo of him still kicking around? One moment, please, as I dig through my archives. Old archive material. I don't know if I still have the character sheet or not. Middle-aged man with a tall, rather imposing figure, with short graying hair, and a fairly well-groomed beard, although he looks a little more worn these days. He's got a rather stern face, and prominent nose sticking out of it, and deep-set brown eyes. He usually wears a sharp suit and a tie from what you've seen, but today he's wearing jeans and a t-shirt, kind of laid back. Normally he's carrying a briefcase, but today his hands are fidgeting a little bit. He's got a few scars, one just above his left eyebrow. You can see a tan line from where a wedding ring might have sat at one point. And you can see what appear to be bite marks, actually, all over him. Maeve, I think.
Would I know Elijah?
You may have seen him in passing.
Would I know his name?
More than likely.
Okay.
His name's Elijah Stone.
Elijah Stone? Are you alright?
Are you busy?
I have a moment.
When you have more than a moment, I was wondering if I could bother you for a reading. I'm not sure which way to go with things or how things are going to work out for me. And I was hoping you might be able to provide a bit of direction for me.
She, takes him in, fully takes him in, and, it... Is this someone she would have seen getting,
This is somebody that you would have seen actually hanging out with Cassie from time to time.
Okay. Okay. Someone that was a willing participant?
Yes, more than likely.
Okay. For reading, I have enough time for that.
Maki.
I'm good.
You look like you're on your way out the door somewhere, so when you have a free evening, I will absolutely pay you. I'll buy you a drink, whatever.
We will talk when I get back. Alright?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It is no problem.
With that,
I'm always happy to help.
With that, he bids you farewell. You head out the door, and we are going to quickly fade to black for a moment. As we shift perspective. Maki. You are at the point The guy with the gray sweatpants suit has just walked around the corner. We are picking up right after your composure roll. You can feel the anger and the rage welling up inside of you, bubbling to the surface. Your blood feels like it's boiling as that rage starts to build. Behind you, a line of patrons waiting to get into the fight, roughly about 25 of them. Your target, walking down the street, you want vengeance. You want revenge more than anything. So bad you can taste it. Sweet, sickly, and calling to your very blood. There's a problem. You don't know if you're gonna last long enough to get your hands on him. Because whatever is bubbling up from under the surface you're not sure it can be contained. What are you doing?
Okay. I have a question before I make my decision.
Indeed.
Do you want me to act as if I did not update my character with the experience points that I had? Or can I use the new abilities that I have?
Because that was a storyteller issue, I will not penalize you for that. I will let you keep your new abilities.
Because I just leveled up, so I just
Yep.
wanted to make sure, like, I could use those in this instance.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel the rage and the anger bubbling up inside of you, touching you in ways you didn't think possible, parts of you that you didn't know you had. You can feel a switch flip. You can feel something loose inside of you, something that wasn't there before. Or maybe it was always there and you just never noticed. It's kind of hard to tell these days. What are you doing?
Maki knows she's not gonna make it in time. Or at least not from where she's currently standing.
Mm-hmm.
So Maki sees him. So essentially, like, I'm not gonna make it in time physically. Like, I would lose him by the time I got there. Is what I'm guessing. You mean?
You might be able to catch him, but there's no guarantee.
Okay.
That being said, you can hear that voice clawing at the inside of your skull.
Okay. So Maki.
One moment.
Who did we lose?
Jimmy.
Oh shit.
Okay, so Discord's doing a thing.
Nobody
Who are
breathe.
we gonna lose next?
Ocean's no longer in the audience.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, bear with me.
No, you're good. It's fine. It's one of those nights. Oh, I see you, Jimmy.
Come on up, Jimmy.
Discord's a bitch.
Yeah, a little bit. Swap this screen and this screen. We're just gonna go ahead and play musical chairs tonight a little bit, I guess.
Round and round and round they go. Where it stops, nobody knows.
I think it might be Chesh's turn. She hasn't moved. Oh, there she is. Never mind. She good.
We
No,
also
Chesh
have
just
several
stands
artists
very
at
still.
the table, so.
Sorry.
You're good.
I just thought.
Before we continue, would anyone else like to reboot their Discord? No? Going once? Going twice? Okay. You might make it in time, Maki. But you can also hear that sickly sweet voice that has been all too apparent as of late, getting just a little louder with each passing night for you. I want him. Or I want blood. If you take too long, I will not hold back.
So Maki hears the voice. And of course, this is the first real time that like she's heard it. She goes, "Oh, we're gonna get him." And something in her, like a familiar presence, a familiar sense. She's never had it before. And she kind of like dips into herself to try and pull it out for the first time as she kind of like thinks back on memories. Because the last person she saw do this isn't around anymore.
Make me a composure and resolve roll, please.
Where are you? Just so you know, I'm trying to build up to using my ability. Just
You're good. You're good.
I want to have a fun little story moment.
Yeah, you're
Is it
good.
composure and resolve?
Yep.
Am I still on a penalty, by the way?
Yeah, till the night's end.
Yeah.
So rational thought right now is going to unfortunately force you to roll for it.
Yeah. Composure and resolve. What is the penalty again? I'm so sorry.
-2. I believe it's mental.
Okay, so I only get... Okay. 4 successes.
Talk. He's getting away.
Not for long. Give me a moment. And she outstretches an arm because she doesn't know how exactly to use this. And she outstretches an arm, and from the shadow of her arm, tendrils reach out as she reaches for him with the shadows coming from her arm, and then others coming from other shadows nearby as they come up. Or she's going to attempt to have it come up his leg and trap him there. And I'll roll the rouse check for Arms of Ahriman.
Thank you.
That is a fail. Or a pass. Sorry, I read it wrong. It's a pass.
You're good. The tendrils, at first, not something you're used to. a little unwieldy, a little clunky. They not only pin the person in the gray sweatpants to the spot, they drag him down into the shadows beneath from whence the tentacles came, and pull him back until he's standing right in front of you, along with another random passerby from the street.
And I'm gonna look at the sweatpants man, and I'm basically Maki's trying to confirm with her own eyes if that's the man that she saw that night when she got kidnapped, if that's the man she knows it to be.
Wits plus
Because she'll never
awareness.
forget. Okay. 4 successes.
Through the haze that your beast is creating, the absolute roar of the blood in your ears, you just barely make out that it is not. And as soon as you realize that, that voice raises. You can hear it screaming and echoing around the inside of your skull, screaming for blood and vengeance.
Maki realizing it's not him, and kind of just, she's frustrated. She's hearing it roaring in her head, and she's just like, it's not him. And she just pushes the guy away, just fucking shoves him, lets the arms of Arimon go.
That's
and
going to take composure and resolve. Please, you are fighting your beast against this.
Yep. I got 2 10s and then 1 success after that.
It is a struggle. This is unlike anything you have felt before, anything that you were nothing that you were prepared for. You didn't realize just how strong this instinctual darkness welling up inside of you could be. You wrestle with it for a moment, the shadows in the back of your mind that now seem to infest, wrap their tendrils around you. And you pull them back. They leave the passerby. Your beast, however, is demanding. And retains the grip on the gray sweatpants. Either you do it, or I will.
Is there anything that Maki can tell about this person to determine if this is just like an innocent person or if they might not be?
You can't tell.
Can I... So, I want to ask if I can do this first.
Mm-hmm.
Could Maki pull him into the alleyway and use compel to tell him, to make him tell her the worst thing he's ever done? so that she can justify this.
Compel is a mental-based ability, is it not?
It's dominate, compel with eye contact. The vampire can issue the victim a single action / command no longer than a sentence to be obeyed to the letter.
I'll only take you a penalty of 1 for that. You're more
Okay,
than
it's
welcome
a free
to try.
cost.
Yes, but if you're compelling, it's also going to require a dice roll for it.
No roll is required against an unprepared mortal victim.
Oh, my bad.
Commanding a resisting victim, a victim the vampire has previously dominated, that requires a roll, but it doesn't require a roll if it's an if it's a mortal victim.
Paint the scene for me.
So Maki's gonna drag this guy into the alleyway and is gonna shove him up against the wall, and she's gonna look him in the eyes, and she's gonna be like, "Tell me the worst thing you've ever fucking done."
1 moment, please. Thank you. He looks at you. At first, he doesn't know what to say. I almost beat a man to death. Stopped just short of it.
Why?
He looked at me the wrong way. I didn't like it. I was having a bad day.
Have you ever killed someone?
Not intentionally.
Do you do it for fun?
Not intentionally.
So you've got anger problems.
Yeah, you could say that.
Would you say you're a good person?
Don't know, don't care.
One last question. Have you ever hurt a woman?
He smiles. It's slow. And it's cold. Not that anyone else will ever know about.
And as soon as the words leave his lips, Maki bites into him and drains him dry.
You killing him?
Yup.
I'm gonna erase your hunger. As you feel the blood drain from him. You feel the body growing limp and cold as blood flows over your tongue down your throat. That's when you hear the scream from the alley entrance. The blonde-haired woman you'd grabbed earlier is standing there staring at you. She's screaming at the top of her lungs.
Maki reaches out with the shadows again. She's gonna try to, and she's gonna drag the woman towards her. wrap the tendrils around her mouth. If you want, I'll do another rouse check.
Please.
That is a pass.
You don't find yourself hungry, but you do find it hard to drag her. You are dragging her, but you do find it hard to be able to explain how, as she seems to be drawing a little bit of attention.
Yeah, that's why I wanted the tendrils to also wrap around her mouth so she would stop screaming.
Stop her from screaming out loud. She's still going to make sound.
Yep.
Muffled.
So Maki's gonna pick up the guy, grab the girl, walk further down, and that back entrance to the apartment that was told about to Maeve last time. Firstly, Maki's gonna dump the guy somewhere nearby, and then try to drag the girl up to the apartment and use compel to tell her to forget everything she just saw and go enjoy herself.
As you are rounding the corner to the apartment, you bump into a rather familiar face. Maeve.
Who? Oh.
Hi. You arrive at the back door to the bite, just in time to hear a scream from around one of the corners, and then a moment later, Maki comes around the corner. Mouth coated in blood, dripping down her front, carrying a rather limp body, and tendrils of shadow following along behind, carrying somebody squirming and trying to scream.
I realize it's me. Maki sees Maeve and just kind of goes, blinks a couple times, and then shoves the dead guy at her and goes, "Hi, no time for pleasantries. Take care of that one. I got this one." And she grabs the woman, now has like her hand over her mouth, and is trying to take her up the stairs. Actually, she's not even gonna try to take her up the stairs. She's literally going to shove her up against the wall, because the only reason she wanted to take her upstairs is because there was no other hands and no one else could deal with the dead body. She's gonna shove the woman up against the wall, open the woman's eyes so she has to look at her, and use compel to be like, "You will forget everything you saw."
One moment, please. You see her eyes unfocus for a moment. She's staring at you. Manipulation plus dominate, please.
Okay. Manipulation. Plus dominate. 3 successes.
Her eyes go unfocused. She stares at you, and then a moment later she blinks. Who are you? What am I doing?
Are you okay?
What am I doing here?
Oh, sweetie, you were really drunk. I saw you stumble out of the bar. Are you okay?
Doesn't... What?
Oh, you must have had... Let me go get you... Come on. Come with me. I'll go get you a cab. and they'll take you home.
She seems to buy it. She's a little wobbly, a little shaky, but she follows you. You call her a cab.
Maki's like holding on to her like she was drunk and is like wrapping her arm around her waist and goes, "Oh, honey, you gotta watch how much you drink. Trust me, I know that this place puts way too much booze in their liquor." And it's like sweet talking her the whole way, like you would when you find a drunk girl at night and you're also a woman.
You get to the street. You call her a cab. You see her off in the cab. You find yourself back at the back door to the apartment. Maeve still standing there, not quite sure what's happened and still holding the dead body.
Maki looks at Maeve and goes, "You're supposed to deal with it."
How much bigger is this dead body compared to Maeve? Because she's 5'3" nothing.
Maki's 5 foot.
The body's about 6.
Cool. So Maeve is like holding the body and is just like, "You did not exactly tell me where to go."
I don't know. Dump him somewhere.
And you also took my hands to make phone calls.
But
Cannot exactly reach my phone in my pocket when I have a person in my arms.
I thought you were just gonna put him in a dumpster. She's like whispering. Just put him in a dumpster.
That's not a good way to get rid of a body. I'm guessing you haven't done this before.
What? Drain someone dry and like do the thing? Yeah, no, this is my first time, Maeve. But it's not my first time dealing with getting rid of a dead body. I just meant just like put it somewhere. Lower your voice. We're in an alley. The pockets are full. And she's gonna pull out her phone and she's gonna call the only person she knows that could handle this, which is Seraphina, and just be like, do 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 do. Maki looks at her phone and is like, "Did she fucking know?"
Sorry, hold on a sec.
I love her.
Sorry, my Twitch mic was off. You pull the phone out, but before you can press the buttons to dial her number, the caller ID pops up with Seraphina's with Seraphina on the caller ID.
Did she fucking know? Mark is gonna answer it. I could use my phone as a problem.
Maki.
Yes,
Darling. Do you know why I am calling you?
I'm really hoping this is a "how you doing" call and not a "you know what I'm doing" call.
Please instruct Maeve to toss the trash into the dumpster for the time being.
Okay, Maeve, put it in the dumpster. I told you we should have put it in the dumpster.
Maeve immediately dumps it in the dumpster.
How did you know? Wait, did you deal with the girl in the cab too? Is that already taken care of?
Yes, that is taken care of for the time being. I have eyes all over the city, my dear. And when a new kindred goes on a frenzy, it raises some concerns. Especially with the news I have for you. The girl in the taxi wasn't the only one who saw you.
What?
Worse news, the other person who saw you was Quilla.
Okay, how the fuck did she see me? Because I literally made sure no one else could fucking see me. That's why I went into a fucking alley.
Well, apparently she was scoping out some new real estate in the area for a possible nightclub of hers, since another one got bought up, and decided to pop in and see how you were doing and give her condolences for what happened with Kieran.
Okay, I don't believe that as far as I can fucking throw her, because she hated that man and that man hated her right back. So she was trying to spy on me.
Well, darling, we can't exactly prove that right now, can we? Now, good news is, I currently have her in my... Well, custody sounds so uncouth. I have her as a guest for the time being.
Okay.
Maki.
Maeve, just put the body in the fucking dumpster.
No, she's already thrown the body in the dumpster. She heard Seraphina and she threw the body in the dumpster. Why do you think my arms are not up anymore? She's just now like listening, and she's mouthing the words like, "Who the fuck is Quilla?"
Quilla is a fucking bitch who needs to die. Anyways, okay. So she's at your office.
I'm gonna get Seraphina to roll a quick wits plus awareness, please.
Also, as I'm talking to her on the phone, she's leading Maeve into the apartment because she doesn't want to keep having this conversation in the alleyway. So she's leading Maeve into the apartment through the back entrance.
Yeah.
How many dice should Seraphina have for wits awareness? Because we still don't have an official character sheet for this woman.
For tonight, we're gonna do 5. We probably should make a character sheet for her officially.
Probably.
That's a future view problem.
I rolled a 6.
Like 6
Because I got
successes?
2 10s.
Oh, okay.
I got 2 10s and 2 regulars.
The comment about Quilla needing to die is absolutely overheard by you on the phone.
That is potentially an option.
Really? That's an option? You're hearing Maki walk up the stairs and like get into the apartment, and as soon as the apartment door is shut, she puts it on speaker and is like, okay, good. We're in a place where I can actually talk freely. Because I have bugged the shit out of this place.
Seraphina, who the fuck is Quillin?
The harpy for the prince.
Fuck.
Yes, so unfortunately, if we do kill Miss Quilla, then that will raise alarms for Miss Felicia, because to her knowledge, from my understanding of my information network, which although is very good, is not infallible, Quilla was last seen heading towards your area.
Which she's not supposed to be in my area because the prince told her to fuck off and not to come visit me and not to see me.
Once again, that is neither here nor there. That is not the issue at this point in time, my dear. The next point, there's 3, the way I look at it, there are 3 options. There is option 1, we just let her go and see if she doesn't tell Felicia about this little mishap with the frenzying. Option 2, you potentially owe her a, well, knowing that woman, a major boon for her silence.
I don't do boons.
Or my sorceress has been working with a new sort of acid she's been meaning to test.
Is that what she's been working on tonight?
I really like the acid option. Are you sure we can't just kill her?
No, that was raised with way too many flags. Not just for you, darling.
But killing her would be so much better, and I could finally just not have to deal with her anymore. Do you know how hard she was to deal with when Kieran was alive? It was a bitch. Because I was the one that was the mediator. Okay.
No.
I'm aware.
Okay, but here's the thing. Okay. All right. I just want to point that out there. That I tried. I tried to do it the easy, safe way. I didn't kill everyone that was out front, and there were 25 people there. And I also made sure that he was a bastard before I killed him. So you know what? I call this a win in my book because he abused women. So I got a bastard off the streets.
Maki, even though I am in full agreement that the fact you got a bastard off the street is all well and good, it is the fact of the matter that you frenzied in front of mortals,
It's not
albeit
like
quietly.
It's not like I wanted to. There was a man in gray sweatpants, and we both know how I feel about the man in gray sweatpants.
Yes, I imagine this will be a new trigger for you and a trauma response for several decades to come. However, we still need the 3 choices. Now, I will be sending a cleanup crew to pick up your trash to make sure no one finds it. And I can only hold Quilla here for so long before she starts making it my problem.
And I highly doubt me having a conversation with her will make this go away.
I mean, you can certainly try, but we both know Quilla is more interested in boons and favors than conversations.
Yeah, well, she's never
You
getting
could
one
let
from
me talk to her.
Maeve, darling, are you honestly suggesting you would take on a major boon?
Don't think it would need to be a major. Especially considering that Maki is it sounds like is a fledgling that has not had someone mentor her.
That was Maki's own choice, unfortunately.
That doesn't matter. A sire knows better. You and I both know that.
Well,
See, usually I would agree with you, but I also know Maki's sire, and I can't say for certain that that would actually work in this case. No matter how much I care for her sire.
Well, could we also... I was supposed to be assigned a person? According to the coterie? And I wasn't? So maybe we could use that in our favor?
All right, I see where this is going. Maeve, if you're willing to take Maki on as your childer, you could, in that case, take on the boon for her, and I will see if I can use my persuasion to knock it down from a major boon to something less intrusive. Is that what we're all in agreement with?
It wouldn't be the first time I've took on a stray.
I am not a stray. Thank you very much.
You are.
I am independent. I am independent.
You are an
You're a very
independent
beautiful
stray.
But you're a stray.
I am highly offended by this fact. But in this case, I would prefer just to kill her, and I think that would be a great time, and I would love to see her suffer. But I'm gonna let y'all make the decisions because I'm the one that just fucked up. And I usually don't fuck up, so this is kind of new for me.
Very well. Maeve, you're still willing to take this on?
Yes. Someone
Are
has to
you
make sure that she doesn't kill a bunch of people.
Very well. I will smooth things out with Quilla. If you two could make your way back here, I just got word that Sweets won her race and has retrieved Jimmy and... Oh dear. Sweets' car got trashed, apparently.
Oh no.
More accurately, it was T-boned.
Oh god. Okay, hold on.
That was a very nice car.
Wait, no, which car was it?
Her car.
Okay,
Sweets,
but which
if
one?
you would
She
like
has,
to
like, 4
step
different
in
cars.
here and give us a little bit of feedback for that, that would be great, because I have a piss poor memory.
What was that? There was some overlap, so I didn't hear.
Your car. Which one got trashed?
The Skyline?
Yeah, they didn't remember what the car. Motherfucker, let me talk. Sorry.
Sorry,
they were
being really weird.
Sorry. I was not... I couldn't remember which car you were racing in.
Yeah, my personal car. So let me double check here just to make sure I have... Yeah, it's the Skyline. Precise. It is a Plum 1999 Nissan Skyline R33 GTR. Those things are fucking hard to get.
Yes. That's why Maki's asking which car got trashed.
Seraphina, who doesn't really care about cars, just says the Plum one.
You see Maki just go, oh fuck. Did she frenzy? How many people did she kill?
No one apparently, but she had to be held back, which is why I suggest you get here soon, because it sounds like your coterie members are going to be here in about 20 minutes.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. That's gonna fucking suck for Sweets later.
Maki, darling, I love you, but I'm going to have to go. I have an unexpected visitor arriving, apparently. Arrive here as soon as you can. And as you hang up, you hear her say, Mars, how good to see you, my dear.
Maki hangs up and goes, okay, we need to go. Did you bring a car? Or did you get dropped off here? I just need to know if I need to grab one helmet or two.
I don't know how Maeve
That's
got
up,
there.
That's up to you, Maeve. How did you get there?
Motorcycle.
Sure.
Okay, so like, do you want to ride on the motorcycle or not?
She has her own motorcycle.
It's like, okay, so you then you don't need a helmet. Okay, I'm gonna go get my bike and we're gonna go.
And with that, we are going to fade to black. Welcome to the Velvet Pussycat, the delectable home of sin and debauchery for one and all. Absolutely decadent, as per Seraphina's orders, she wouldn't have it any other way. We see Sweets, Danica, Catalina, and Seraphina in Seraphina's office. But before we get into that, Sweets, you've been given some information from Catalina herself.
Have I now?
You have. Because the damages to your car were incurred on Catcall's business, Catalina has been ever so generous and is going to give Sweets her business credit card with no limit to repair the car and for a few upgrades if you wish. She is also going to give you use of the resources of her Twisted Wrench Garage, and this includes the assistance of the mechanics Mia Stone and Devon Grace Eaton to help Lucas with all of the handiwork. They are trained mechanics, they know what they're doing, and they will be working under Lucas's direction. And as for a replacement in the meantime, Sweets is going to be allowed to borrow any car of Catalina's, any personal car of Catalina's. If you require something specific, it may take a day or two to get in, but for the moment, you can have your choice of her cars until that one arrives.
And because Kat is such a great sister, she's gonna let me use her Shelby.
With that, we find you lot in Seraphina's office. Maki and Maeve, just one moment. We'll get to you guys. Sweets and Catalina standing in the office. Seraphina sitting behind her desk, just casually drumming her fingers on the desk. Jimmy, however, is sitting on one of the couches with sheets of plastic underneath of him, completely drenched in blood. Seraphina gives a slight disapproving look Jimmy's way for a moment. Yes.
Just FYI, because of the way I killed those two guys that had Jimmy, I would probably be covered as well.
That is absolutely fine. You're not sitting on anything, you don't require the plastic.
Ah, no, she's sitting in a corner chain smoking angrily.
Oh, if you're sitting in the corner chain smoking, then yes, there would have been sheets of plastic placed underneath of you. Seraphina mumbles something about it being an absolute time and problem trying to get that amount of blood out of her upholstery.
And Danica would be doing her usual standing back on her phone, but listening to everyone at the same time, like a petulant child.
You're chatting animatedly, with the exception of a very pissed off Bruja and a Nosferatu who seems to be just way too invested in her phone, as Seraphina's office door opens. Yes, Jimmy.
Jimmy wouldn't be talking. He's mute.
One moment, please. Thank you for the follow, Scrumps. Okay, so maybe nobody's talking then, and you're all just sitting around awkwardly in Seraphina's office as the door opens. Maki, you had about 20 minutes to make it down here. Is that enough time for you to get a shower and cleaned up? Or are you also covered in blood?
Maki would have wiped off her face, but you would have seen like there's like a little, she missed a little bit, but she's not like, she didn't shower. She literally got on her, like wiped off her fucking face and got on her bike, put the helmet on and left.
Followed a moment later by Maeve.
At this point, 3/4 of your coterie should just be sent downstairs to be hosed off, it seems.
I didn't have a lot of time.
They'd figure out another way to get in a mess. They always do.
Maeve looks like there's no blood on her, and she's just like,
Oh, Maeve, darling, of course you're fine.
I know when to carry wipes.
And you didn't give me any?
You didn't ask!
What
Well, my
And
cleanup
Maki-
kit was in my car, and that's not there anymore, so excuse me while I sit here on your plastic wrappers.
Maki then like looks over at Sweets and then looks over at Jimmy and is like, okay, I thought I was having a bad night. What the fuck happened to y'all?
Jimmy got kidnapped. They trashed my car. We killed a couple guys. Jimmy killed a lot of people. But hey, he's free now, so...
He got
They also got Moon back.
Oh yeah, we got Moon back.
I still
Okay,
want
that's
to meet
great.
this Moon.
I
He's a silly guy.
believe he's at the bar right now, getting a drink while he waits for Ryder to pick him up.
Huh, I wonder if the other guy's gonna come. Anyways.
I'll come back to that. This is important now.
Okay, so they kidnapped Jimmy. you
When
kill-
did
I
they-
expected you to kill. I expected you to kill people because I heard what happened to your car. And as we know, the number one rule with Sweet's car is what? We don't touch Sweet's car.
Yeah, well, some jackass didn't get the memo, but hey, thankfully Danica's really good at jumping out of cars because she almost got squished.
Mm-hmm. But, and then she'll turn her phone around. It's got a cracked screen, and she has this look of no amusement whatsoever as she slowly turns it back around and just looks back down at it.
Oh, do you want to replace the whole phone or do you just want to replace the screen?
Screen is an easier fix than replacing the entire phone, because I'm assuming you have some important data on that.
That would be a good assumption, yes.
Okay, cool. Hand it over.
I need to show you all something on it before I can get that replaced, so within due time in this office, and then I'll do that.
Okay, it'll take me like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Jimmy's just
It's
been
like you're taking one of her limbs as she
Yeah.
slowly hands it over.
Yes, Jimmy.
Jimmy's just been rocking back and forth, absolutely just staring at off in the space, just absolutely looking like he's traumatized.
Okay, we'll fix Jimmy in a second. And Maki pulls out like this little case and she opens it up and she's got a bunch of shit for phones in it because she's a hacker. Of course she's got shit for phones. And so she's just sitting there and she starts tinkering with it and she's just like very quickly, you're just watching her. She's used to doing this when she was a human, like cool, and she wasn't that fast, but now she's like, oh shit, I'm really fast because I'm kindred. I could do this even faster.
Oh no.
So she's like very giddily, like very quickly, like the screen comes off and you see her throw the screen and a new screen comes on. She's like doing all the things and she's rewiring it and she's fixing it, she cleans it, and then she hands it back over and and it's like less than a minute. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm
In the
really
minute
good at my
I like you
job.
now.
While she does that, Maeve's gonna step over to Jimmy and check in with Jimmy. And be
Yeah, it was. You'll see
Yeah.
Sweets walking quietly behind you, still angrily chain smoking. She's not saying anything, and she
Mhm.
flops herself next to Jimmy without saying anything. She's just gonna plant herself near him.
Before we get to that, what's Catalina up to?
Catalina's kind of close to Seraphina's desk.
You may want to check your mic input. No, it sounds like it's coming through your webcam. Sorry, 1 second.
Discord has been so fun tonight.
Right?
It's so much fun.
Oh. That was a deafen. 1 moment.
How about now?
That's better.
Catalina's kind of close to Seraphina's desk. She's also scrolling her phone because business. But she's kind of stealing glances over at Danica. A thoughtful expression on her face. But saying nothing yet.
Understood. Sorry, back to the scene with Jimmy.
Maeve just kind of gets down, like, to his eye level. Like, she doesn't even sit down. She just, like, crouches as she's, like, unzipping her leather jacket. And she's just like, how bad?
Jimmy, the moment that she comes down to eye level, he locks eyes immediately. Just... They made me bleed. Now they drown in it.
How many?
Mine's 7. I didn't touch them, I swear.
What did you do?
Revealed the truth of their own iniquity.
She
And they
glances at
couldn't handle.
Sweets. Like, confirming.
AC Sweets is just kind of like trying to get a handle on her own bullshit so that she can concentrate on helping Jimmy. It was a mess in there, but, and she takes a good look at Jimmy, you did what you had to. You kept yourself safe and you kept Moon safe until we could come help. I know you don't like doing what you did, but you did what you had to survive. And sometimes that's all we can do.
I just showed
No
them
one
the
here
truth.
is. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
They couldn't handle it. So they tore each other apart. In front of me. In front of Moon. I'll never
Do you wanna get-
understand humanity.
And I found that it's much easier to not try to understand because we're not part of it anymore. Do you want to get cleaned up? Get rid of all the blood?
Jimmy turns to Sweets. Says, they had so much hate. And I don't even know where to begin. Cleaning up, not cleaning up. Blood is blood. And it's
Jimmy?
on.
Blaze, your mic is twitching.
Jimmy. Why don't we get you cleaned up? Because otherwise you're going to drip all over Seraphina's floor. And we both know she does not like that. And then you come.
Why? Why
Or-
do you think he is sitting on plastic?
I know, but if he gets up, he's going to drip everywhere else.
Jimmy sort of like
She
lowers.
glances over, glances back, goes back, and then immediately was like, but first,
Jimmy sort of lowers his head.
where did they
Why, when I
grab you?
look. Uber. Apparently they have ties, but why would she want me cleaned up when I could make such a beautiful mess?
Because not everyone likes beautiful messes, Jimmy. Come on. And Sweets is going to get up and gather up the tarp and going to look at Jimmy. Are you okay if I pick you up?
He nods.
I'm just going to basically like just princess pick him up with the tarp. Look to Maeve and Seraphina with my little bundle. Where do I take him?
I do believe the garage has a decent hose.
Shower would
I
be
might
nice.
need
Seraphina.
some.
Maki steps in and goes, "Here, I have to wash my face anyways." And she just kind of gently reaches for Jimmy and just like pats him very gently. And is like, "All right, Jimmy, let's go. The terrible trio is back together again. Let's go get cleaned up. Come on."
We
let's
don't
go,
have
everybody."
communal showers if that's what you're thinking. If you want to borrow a shower, you'll have to ask one of my associates.
They can borrow mine.
There you
Thank
go.
you, Maeve. That's
Thank you,
very.
Maeve.
We appreciate that. If you could show us the way real quick, and we'll get back as soon as we can.
Seraphina, I'll be right back.
As
All right.
the four of you leave, that leaves Seraphina, Catalina, and Danica sitting in Seraphina's office. Danica seems to be fiddling and playing with her phone. Catalina also seems to be playing with her phone, which, Seraphina, I'm sure for you makes absolutely riveting conversation, dear.
I will never understand this generation.
She looks up from her phone. We get you information, don't we?
Yes, and then you look at your phone the entire time while you're in the presence of the owner of an establishment. Which you are still doing.
I mean, your character is gonna do crap that you would never do. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even know anyone cared.
Seraphina
It's one
stands up. Seraphina's gonna stand up, slowly walk around her desk, bring her hand up, and like gently lift up Danica's chin so she's looking her in the eyes as she looks at her and says, "Watch your tone, my dear."
All right.
Good girl. And she just gently pats her cheek as she goes to her cabinet looking at Catalina. "Do you want anything from my stash?"
I'll take something.
Excellent. Danica, do you drink?
Not really.
All right. Do you want a blood bag then? She says as she like takes out one of her decanters and begins to pour herself and Danica, or not Danica, Catalina, some amber liquid.
That would probably be nice.
Very well. I'll have Wraith bring you something then, my dear. She then walks over, hands Catalina a glass, a very nice crystal glass, and sits down.
1 second. Apparently, we have. Apparently, Ocean has crashed. Ocean, go for it.
Discord just really said, "Hey,
Yeah, Discord basically said, "Fuck you tonight." Jesus.
First it was me. Before game even started.
yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if Jim can hear us." There we go.
1 moment. Look at my face is just kind of split. I wonder. There we go. Right in the center.
Also, I can just imagine that Sweets, Maki, and Jimmy are like washing each other's hair. Like, washing Jim, like Sweets and Maki are washing Jimmy down.
I don't know if my shower is that big.
No,
make
we're
it
just like
work.
crowded. We're like washing Jimmy off. We're like,
Yeah, that
we're
sounds right.
washing his hair.
While Maki is cleaning Jimmy, Jimmy turns to her and says, "Just so you know, their story didn't end when they drew their last breath."
And we're gonna go right back into scene.
There we go. Where were we?
Seraphina,
Apologies, I thought we were there.
Seraphina, Catalina,
No, I was making a joke. I'm sorry.
Danica.
Seraphina hands Catalina the amber liquid in a very, very nice crystal glass. She does send a quick message to her bartender, Rafe, to bring a blood bag or two in for Danica as she sits back down and says simply, "I'm terribly sorry to hear about what happened to your sister's car. It is a pity how some kindred can't hold their anger in."
Some people are just sore losers.
You are
Some
not
losers
wrong.
almost make someone else sore. She stretches a bit, puts the phone away, and walks up and sits down in the other chair.
Seraphina gives a slight smile to this as she takes a sip of her alcohol, letting out a soft hum. Well, it seems everyone's having a very eventful night.
We're gonna jump a little bit. Take things forward. Just a touch. Jimmy, you're clean. As are the rest of you that were covered in blood, Sweets and Maki. You find yourselves strolling back into Seraphina's office. Seraphina, Danica, and Catalina sitting there enjoying what appears to be some of Seraphina's private stash. Seraphina holding a piece of paper in her hands. Jimmy, you might actually recognize this piece of paper. It's the one that you sketched on.
Hi.
Good. You're all clean now.
Relatively. Yeah.
On the outside.
The soul is never clean.
Yes, Jimmy. And Maki like leads Jimmy to a couch and sits down with him and is just patting his hand.
Don't
yes.
get too comfortable. I will be sending you all off to have a discussion with someone who actually knows what this symbol means.
Do you want to talk about that first then, or do you want to talk about the stuff that's about the other person?
Other person? Oh, you mean Quilla. Don't you worry about her, my dear. I have things under control with her. She is currently testing out our facilities upstairs.
Could I help?
No. Now, as for your paper, she says, like, not missing a beat, I believe some of you have met my sorceress, Rochelle Wood.
At the
Always a
party?
pleasure.
Yes, my darling sorceress, who currently has found a new hyperfixation. You're going to take this paper to her, and she will be the one to tell you what it means. I'd be forewarned, she have several questions, She's going to be extremely bouncy tonight. And she's going to most likely be concerned about why you have this symbol. Now, if I recall correctly, I believe she is currently in her little pocket dimension off the bar.
I should say that there is one thing that may be more your department when it comes to this little symbol thing. And then she will reach in her pocket, pull out her phone again, and pull out the picture that she took of the inside of the coat that had the symbol on it. Our friend in the car, this was on the inside of his coat.
Oh dear. Looks like things are
Once
going to get a little
is-
bit messy.
Once is a coincidence, two is the start of a pattern.
Like I said, if you want answers, you need to go talk to Ro.
Just figured that would be kind of the, if this is a group, more your department?
Not that group.
Fair enough.
Okay, so we're gonna go see Ro in a pocket dimension. Words I never thought I would say.
It's technically her... She calls it her super secret lab. It's not very super secret. It's the door behind the bar. Meaning you'll probably walk past Moon unless he has gotten picked up by Ryder. Or whoever was sent to come retrieve him.
Not the first time we've entered a pocket dimension.
If you haven't noticed, this is my not-so-subtle way of kicking you all out of my office.
Oh no, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't subtle. We're leaving. Bye.
Yeah, no,
Not
I don't
subtle in the
care.
slightest.
Can I have some of that? And she's going to point to the booze cabinet behind you.
Seraphina lets out a sigh and holds up her 3/4 finished glass. Or her 1/4 finished glass. There's like 3/4 left. Do you want this or do you want something else?
She's going to like look behind you and point at just like a random big bottle.
Fine, one moment, she says, turning around, pouring you it in a red Solo cup before handing it to you.
I mean, I was kind of hoping for the whole bottle, but I guess this will do.
Can I have a bottle?
It's not gonna happen.
Certainly, Jimmy. That'll be $10,000.
I think I have that. Put it on my tab.
It needs to be paid in full.
Here,
Exactly.
Jimmy, I'll share my
Put it
cup
on my
with you.
tab. But, okay.
Leave
Telling all
before I
this
call
is
head of
over the
security,
America.
please. I have things. Go. I love you all. My social battery is drained. I had to deal with several unexpected things today. And if I don't eat something soon, one of you is going to become my meal.
Jimmy, let's go.
Come on,
Maki's
children.
Maki's like pushing Jimmy. Jimmy, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go check on Moon, and then we're gonna go up to the pocket dimension, and we're gonna go do the thing. Also, by the way, I killed a person tonight, but that's totally unrelated. But let's go! Yay!
Jimmy, while the walking, is attempting to grab Danica by the arm.
She gets grabbed by the arm, pulled out, and goes, "See you later, your worshipfulness." She gets pulled out of the door.
Goodbye, Danica. It was very nice meeting you.
As you make your way out of
See
Seraphina's
you later,
office.
boss.
You what?
I'll see you later, boss.
As you make your way out of Seraphina's office, hasn't really picked up in here much from when you were in here earlier, Maeve. It's kind of a quiet night tonight. You make your way across the performance floor kind of stage area. Back to the bar, door behind it, where you can hear music thumping from behind the door. And every once in a while, you hear an explosion, much like you heard earlier this evening.
Oh, look. Booms. I hate pocket dimensions. He's fine. Let's go.
Yes, Jimmy.
Myriad was trying to.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Is it okay if Jimmy also grabs Catalina as well, just to bring her along with?
Sure. I think Catalina.
Myriad was trying to have Catalina talk to Danica before we left.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I was going to try to be clever and organically mix that in.
You guys talk in the hallway
Sorry.
on our way there.
So Danica sees the door with the explosions behind it and goes,
Do you want to wait out
do I
here?
have yeah, I think I'm just gonna. I've
Completely fair.
had-
Not everyone is meant to go into pocket dimensions.
Yeah, I don't even know how to process that, and I'm a nos, but anyway. And she'll just walk over to the bar and sit down on one of the bar stools, like a kid waiting for a parent.
Catalina, the floor is yours.
Catalina doesn't want to join the crowded room right now, so she's going to go over and sit down on the stool next to Danica. This may be an odd question. Do you have a social media presence?
For the time being, yes.
And what is your handle?
Not a player suddenly realizing that they freaking not thought about this, and why would they not? I'm going to make it the most, generic ass thing on purpose. If we're gonna lampoon, let's lampoon. Danica, and then she pauses as the next word seems to have a bit of a cringe to her. Beauty tips.
My goal is quite the fan.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid for obvious reasons I'm going to have to pivot a little bit.
I don't see why you should have to.
I'm sorry, do you not see the gash across my face?
Okay, it's like an exaggerated beauty mark.
I have reasons why it also might not be very smart to try to carry down that path.
Because of what you are now?
I need to make a storyteller clarification. Has her sire blocked anything in terms of cannot talk about situation or anything like that. There are some things in the background
Sorry,
where I don't
say that
think
again?
we would have that. But is they're making fun of me in the chats now. Is there anything where the sire has essentially locked her in to not talk about it?
That would be anything about your task. What's being kind of planned for you. If it's just random generic shit, go for it, so long as it doesn't interfere with that.
Mm-hmm. Let's just say I have a sire who was not very happy with me doing that in the first place. It's kind of how I got here.
And your sire controls all aspects of your life?
In ways you can't imagine. She snaps her fingers, I come running.
I'm guessing since the videos I've seen, you don't have your characteristic. Then they're not current?
I was smart enough to batch record a lot. Got sent a bunch of products, I got sent a bunch of things, so I've pretty much got at least a month's worth of content at this point. But eventually that's going to run dry, and whenever it does, I got to come up with something. Preferably something that doesn't focus on my face.
Would you like to talk to my ghoul?
It would be nice to talk to a fan that I don't immediately feed off of afterwards.
Yeah, if you hurt her, we're going to have words.
Trust me, not a plan.
But she's something of our tech wizard. I prefer the driving and the mechanics and all that, but she created the network.
Oh.
And I saw what you did in the car. You guys might have something in common to talk about.
It failed. It probably wouldn't have if he hadn't had an old-ass stereo.
But you tried.
I did. Sure. Heck, just talking to another techie would be nice anyway. I mean, I'm surrounded by them at my job, but still.
Catalina's going to pull out a cat calls card. Offer it to Danica.
She's gonna take it. Immediately take a picture of it, and then, like, you see her swipe a couple of times on her phone, and she's clearly put it in, like, a little database. A very nice thing to do, have a whole database on your phone to put things in.
Her name is Iris.
Okay.
And her boyfriend's a
Anything else?
werewolf, so I'm not the only one defending her.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing any harm to her now. I'm definitely not now, because I only need one gash across my face.
But she would be delighted to meet you.
Then I will try to muster up myself that I haven't felt in forever and meet her.
Sounds good. Catalina's gonna order a drink.
And with that, we're going to switch focus for a moment. And to the rest of you currently standing in front of the door behind the bar, where you can hear the music, you can hear explosions every once in a while. Wraith moving back and forth behind the bar. Yes, sweets.
Just a quick question: is Moon still there, or has he gotten picked up?
He is not.
Okay.
Next time.
Maki's gonna unceremoniously knock and open.
You get no answer to the knock, but you open the door. Ro, would you like to describe your workspace?
So the moment you open the door, you hear a heavy metal version of S&M blaring so loudly that it's making the pictures on the walls thump, and some of the bottles on the shelves rock back and forth dangerously. It's a relatively large room with a large desk running along one side of the far walls. It is a mix of magical whimsy meets mad scientist. There is currently some different vials that are bubbling, and it looks like there's been a few explosions since a heavy red mist exits low on the ground. Currently, though, Ro is hyperfixated, it seems, on a large corkboard and a whiteboard, and it currently has several different things having to do with the Fae up, it seems, and she is just ranting very loudly as a young man is sitting there looking both amused but slightly concerned as she's manically explaining something.
Excuse me, Dr. Jekyll, Frankenstein, knock knock.
Don't be rude.
I'm not being rude. Those are great literary works of mad scientists.
She's not a mad scientist. She's a genius.
Okay, she looks like they were also geniuses and they were mad scientists. She looks like a mad scientist.
Mad scientists create monstrous creations. She creates magic.
Okay. It's still the same.
Jimmy's
Not
gonna
the
go
same.
up. Jimmy's gonna go up to Ro. Hi.
Ro, who was like mid hyperfixation, feeling someone near her, will actually get spooked and goes to punch Jimmy.
Ooh.
Jimmy, no, we don't jump on people.
He
Bro,
didn't.
we
He
don't
just.
punch
Hi.
the skinny man.
I guess we're rolling for that.
You could just take the punch.
It's up to you. Do you want to take the punch?
Jimmy's frozen.
No.
We lost Jimmy
This is
again.
hard.
No, I'm still here. I'm here.
Oh, okay. But
The
your
camera's
camera's
just not
all
working.
frozen-y.
Do you want to take the punch?
The answer was no. I shook my head a couple of times.
Yeah, you're frozen on my end. So, are you dodging? What are you doing?
I will be dodging with, I'm guessing, dexterity and athletics.
Correct.
I tried turning.
6 successes. Messy crit.
One moment.
Yeah, Ro only got 3.
Let's not forget that Sweets, the Bruja, has been teaching Jimmy self-defense.
Let's not forget, you guys entered her lab without, like, properly announcing yourselves when she's mid-hyperfixation.
Hey, I knocked, I opened the door, I said, hey, Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll, and I announced ourselves.
I tried to stop them. It's not my fault.
You were saying, ST?
Rotate. Jimmy takes it. Jimmy dodges.
So as Ro goes to swing, he literally arches his back backwards, is now looking at Sweets, and then sort of just kind of pulls himself back up straight again. I'm sorry.
Ro just, like, holds up a finger, digs into her pocket, takes out her little remote, and, like, turns down the music, which you notice is now on repeat as it starts again. Can I help you guys? Yes, Maeve.
I have a thing that Maeve's gonna say, but I also need to know what's the song.
It's still the heavy metal version of S&M.
I love it.
It's on repeat.
I love that. Bro, I'm sorry. They opened the door before I could do anything. But we have a paper for you with thing. I don't.
Is it a speeding ticket? If it's a speeding ticket,
No,
Charlie handles those.
No, Ro.
If it's a drink order, that's for Rafe.
No. It's
If it's a summons from the prince, it goes in the shredder.
Seraphina, I knew I liked you. I knew I liked you. No, it's who has it?
Maki, you were gonna say?
Oh no, I was just saying Seraphina sent us. She was just piping up. Seraphina sent us. We're here on business.
I think didn't Seraphina hand it back to Jimmy or no?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, I think Jimmy had the paper, and then the picture is.
Jimmy Jimmy distributes the picture that he drew, since Danica's not here, and hands it to Ro.
Ooh, Ro, like, hops over, takes the pieces of paper. Like, it's been a while since I got, like, something in the pit, and she opens it up and she just freezes. Where did you get this? Where did you get
Basilica.
this? Why did you get it? Why?
I didn't get it. I drew it.
I think we have some lag. Ocean, can you tell me when you hear this, please?
I heard it.
Sorry.
No, Ro's just repeating the question. Why?
Why? Because it was something there and it was important according to my premonition.
He got kidnapped.
No.
The assholes who took him had this on them.
What? Hold on.
What is it?
They had the symbol on them too?
Well, the jackass who T-boned my car did.
Hold on.
Oh no.
What is it?
By chance, did any of the people you deal with tonight have long red hair?
Did they?
No.
What about, like, a gentleman who appeared to be in, like, his mid-50s? Nicely dressed? Blonde hair? So there wasn't a guy with long red hair and there wasn't a guy in like his mid-50s?
No.
I'll give her
you-
a description of the guy who hit my car and then the guys that I killed at the warehouse.
Okay, I don't know who the fuck those guys are. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. They should not have this. You should not have this. Oh, there's been a breach. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Bro, I know we don't breathe, but maybe you should take a breath.
I think I'm gonna need a bigger drink.
Okay, I know what this is. It's technically a transportation sigil that's used in case of emergencies, to get out really, really quickly.
By whom?
That's the thing. It was kind of sort of developed by my sire,
Who is?
Rune Thornwick. However, its primary use isn't really used by my sire. It's used by her father, one of her ghouls, but with his faction.
What is his faction?
Who's her father?
I don't know if you guys know the name, and if you do, you're on the wrong side of things. John Thornwick. He is kind of sort of one of the founding members of the Hunters Guild.
SI?
Oh no! These guys are actually good at their job.
Yes, sweet.
Tell that to them.
Can I make any kind of roll to see if I know who these people are?
Yeah, same.
Same.
Int plus academics? Best I got.
Ooh,
Can I do a cult?
Sure.
I was also going to do a cult.
yeah,
Okay.
because I'm an occult expert. Let's see. Intelligence plus occult.
Four successes.
Okay, so I got 5 successes, 2 of them are 10s.
Okay.
Quick question: can I use streetwise instead of academics
Sure.
to see if I would have heard from them, like in the underbelly of things?
Sure.
Awesome. All the dice.
3 successes.
Yep.
Two 10s, so that's 4, and then 2 other successes, so that's 6. Am I mathing that right?
Yes.
10, 10.
One moment. Your storytellers need to confer.
And 10 and 8.
Lady Punnett, it's your lore. It's your call.
All right. So for anyone who got 3 and below, you have heard tales of some of the original hunters, those that had first heard of the kindred, who were trained to fight them. Mere mortals who were actually taught from a young age to do so. Those who got 4 have heard whisperings of a special family that's name has been lost to time, who has, for centuries supposedly now, gone out of their way to hunt down kindred, especially those that are heinous to society. Maki, you got 5. You have, since early in your time as a ghoul, you heard whisperings of a mortal man known almost as a boogeyman to kindred, who was so skilled at fighting, so fast, so strong, that some kindred, rumored some older kindred, some that were older than you and Kieran, actually feared the very thought of getting on this man's bad side.
So Maki hears this and goes, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah. So, kind of, sort of, you see why it's not good that you have this. This is like, and she's like tearing up the paper and like putting it into the burner. You shouldn't have this. This is like top secret, taught only to like the members of the guild.
Well,
And they
so
track it?
I'm assuming.
Sorry, sweets.
I'm assuming since I got a 6 that I know what you just like. I know the
Yes.
same thing as
Yes.
Quinn. Okay.
You know the same thing. You've also heard the whisperings of the boogeyman. You've actually also heard that the initial, since you did get a 6, I will say that you have heard that some people have called him John, but you weren't sure if that was an alias or a generic name since no one knew his true name.
Mm-hmm. So Sweet's the old flippant attitude has kind of, she's taking things seriously now, and regarding you with some genuine respect, which is hard to get. If no one is supposed to have this, you might want to look into the corpse of the guy who T-boned my car, because he had that like in his coat.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, so basically, oh, how do I explain this in like under a minute? Because otherwise we're gonna be here all night. Long story short, long time ago, like before any of us, most likely before any of us were embraced, my uncle was like being a super duper awesome vampire hunter. Good for him. Fell in love with my auntie, who was a ghoul at the time. They fell in love, had a forbidden romance type thing, and he kind of found a way to live longer because he would steal the blood from vampires and temporarily become a ghoul after killing the vampires.
Excuse the fuck me?
Yeah, turns out that's how he got to live a bit longer, because he would just like steal the blood, didn't have a drink, and then kill the vampire, because he would only ever have 1 ounce, and then he'd be fine for like a couple of months, and then he'd have to take more. I don't know how old he is. I don't even know if his real name's Thornwick. Not the point. But basically, when my cousin was born and when she got embraced,
she said, "Hey, Dad, do you just want to like be my ghoul so you don't have to keep taking other people's blood?" And he's like, "Sure, that'll make my job a lot easier." And now they kind of just deal with troublesome kindred.
But they would never share this particular knowledge with random kindred.
No, but the knowledge is sometimes shared with students.
So I'm gonna grab Danica because I need that picture because I'm gonna see if it has the picture of the man. So Maki just opens the door and goes,
Bring her
"Danica, get in here
here."
right now."
She'll look up from the bar like, ugh. You'll see after you had that conversation, she was soft the entire time. So as you're sitting by her, she's sort of softened up and everything like that. The second they call her in, the mask goes straight back up. She's like, fine, gets up and walks through the door.
As soon as you're in arm's reach, she is like grabbing you and throwing you inside, and it's literally like, get out your phone, give me the phone, give me the picture. I need the picture.
Hold on. Processing. Then she looks back, looks to what she's seeing, looks back.
I know it's bigger on the inside.
There is no time. There is no time. Picture.
Reaches back, closes door. Now I don't have to think about it. And then she pulls the phone out and pulls up the picture and shows her, right? And shows it to Ro.
Her.
Ro takes the phone, looks at it. "I don't know who this guy is. 1 second." And she's just like, she suddenly starts like typing very quickly, like, "I'm adding a number. You're supposed to delete it as soon as after I do this." And she's gonna message Bones and be like, "Hey, do you know who this guy is? It's Ro."
Moment later,
Maki is like rubbing Danica.
"Call me!"
A moment later, the door opens. Catalina walks in with a refilled glass. Just casually shuts the door behind her.
She's gonna hold it out to Sweets.
Ro,
Oh, thank you. You're the best sister ever.
after she sends that text message of, "Do you recognize this guy? It's Ro, by the way. This is urgent. Call my phone now!" Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. She unceremoniously tosses the phone back at Danica and reaches for her own cell phone, which is on the other side of it's actually currently beside the cork board. And she's like, "Oh, damn it. And I thought meeting a fae was going to be the big thing of the night and seeing someone get embraced. My God!"
Maki is like rubbing Danica's back, and it's like, it's okay. It's okay.
We're going to come back to the meeting the Fae thing at some point. For my reasons.
Oh,
Me
yeah,
and you,
it was
Ro.
great. It was awesome. Turns out Isabella's half fae.
Okay, hold on. There's too much information to process here. Sweets, can I have some of your drink? Please, for the love of God.
Chugs half of it.
Maeve
gives you
turns.
the other half.
Rote says that, and Maeve visually pales. If that was even possible.
Ro is ignoring all of you now, and she's just staring at her phone like, come on, pick up.
The phone picks up.
Bones, I sent you a picture from someone else's phone. I need you to tell me if you know who that is.
I don't.
Okay, we have an issue.
How big of an issue?
They had the transportation symbol.
Motherfucker. What do you want me to do?
Yeah. See if Uncle John knows this guy, if it's like one of his old students. I'm going to message Rooney. This was not what I wanted to deal with tonight, Bones.
I'll get in touch with the people that I can. I'll get in touch with the people that I can. I'll get back to you. Anything else?
Not at the moment. Be good. Try and keep. She actually lowers her voice and says, "Listen, I don't know what's going on here. Keep a low profile if you can, though, until we have this sorted."
Understood. We'll talk soon.
Thank you, Bones.
Click.
Yes, Jimmy?
Considering everything that I've been working on, would this have anything to do with Father Gabriel Sullivan and possibly his kidnapping of a Methuselah? And if that being the case, could this also be tied in that there's a mistake in these people trying to come after us because of said things? Could this be, in all technicality, a misunderstanding and thinking that we're the ones that kidnapped Mad Bell?
Ro, the moment Gabriel Sullivan's name is mentioned, connections start being made in your head. You know that name.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. And she starts going through her phone now very quickly looking for a different name until she finds the name John Thornwick and she presses call. Please be in the right time zone. Please be in the right time zone.
There is no answer.
Damn it, Uncle John! Listen, call me back. It's about one of your students. He's gone rogue.
And that's where we're going to end session